if you were to look at the Roman Catholic Church, they only have, I think, if I remember correctly, 7 official verses that have been dogmatically given an infallible interpretation. So if you take out the 15 verses, you've got still a whole wackadoodle of verses that haven't been infallibly declared with official interpretation. And what do you do with that, right? So that's where I think this is really, really important for us to be Bereans, to test things out, to examine things.
Yeah, and if I don't want to hog time, so if I can just respond really fast, 'cause I think there's 2 interesting points you brought up. The first was about the Catholic Church interpreting verses, and then it's kind of a wide open field, or at least it seems that way, because they've only interpreted less than a fraction of 1%. I've actually heard you say this several times. It's kind of funny to be saying it to you live, because I've thought this in my head probably half a dozen times that I've wanted to say this. I think it does miss a portion of the picture, in that those, even if they've only hard interpreted 8 verses, we still can use the dogmas and teachings of the church to guide the rest of our interpretation. So it is kind of an open field. Like, I might be able to interpret Mark 16:16 in a lot of different ways, but one thing I can't do is violate the dogmas and doctrines of the church, if that makes sense. So there's boundaries put up on it, but I'm still able to kind of apply analysis and reasoning to that. So I think that is an important distinction, though, that we have a bounds to stay within, based on things that have been defined as matters of faith. Honestly, I don't think it's necessarily practical for them to interpret every verse, because, I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in your study of the Bible. You can read a verse 10 years after reading it for the first time and draw something new out of it. It's like, how do you contain all that meaning, even in just one sentence, So